Welcome to Scripting DROD, part 3 of Custom Serpent. So in the previous episode I have managed to get a working serpent head to move around and create its body. Now the next thing I want to do, I've presented in the previous video a couple of things I wanted to work on, but I've decided to work on something completely else. And that is, I want to replace the body to use the graphic of a character which has a very clearly visible direction of movement, and I can't think of anything. Maybe Rock Golem, Sip. Yeah, let's go with Sip. So what I want to do now is to make the head, when creating the body segments, to also set the orientation for the newly created body segment. So it should set my script W in case we go north to 0, 1 to 1, and let's see if it works. Yep, it does. Great. So now let's make it so the other directions are covered. So in case of south, we want to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the number. And north, south, east, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in case of west, it will be 3. Alright, so we have a body which kinda looks like it shows where it's going. And now let's make another thing I wanted to do, which is remove the graphical effect of disappearing body, or rather the body being removed. So it had imperative kill, but before we kill it, we want it to disappear. This will remove the graphical effect. Yep, as you can see. Okay, Serpent, you are not the smartest cookie in the jar, you know? Oh man, making it move smartly is going to be hard. Really hard. But we can do it. Okay. Next thing, I want the original initializer body to actually be replaced with the body we want, with the actual body of the serpent. So we have head initializer, and now let's write another script. If the serpent length is greater than 2, I presume, maybe 1. Let's go greater than 1. We do this, we do this, subtract 1. My script X, my script Y. Okay, I hope it will work. And go back to generate serpent body. And one more very important thing is the body initializer. Let's see, the head moves at 9999. We want it to move at the same moment the monsters move, so it should be 1000. 1000. Is that correct? Yeah. But the body initializers should move at 1001, and moreover they shall disappear and kill themselves on the first move, like this. Let me copy this script. 1001. So basically what I'm trying to achieve right now is that once the head initializes the body of the serpent, the body initializers should be removed from the room, but we can't remove them before the head does the initializing, because in that case we wouldn't be able to detect their position with wait for entity type. No, it didn't work, but yeah, we need to use go sub, get next body piece position. And let's remove the script from here actually, so we use the default one. Like this, and it's using temporary X, if I remember correctly. Temp Y, temp X. Okay, I'm going to make sure it works, and then I will try to explain myself. I'm probably creating the incorrect character type. Yes, so let's see. We need to set temp X and temp Y back to the position of the head. We need to change it to create serpent body, whatever the position. Yeah, the direction is not correct, but overall it kinda works, except for the tail. For some reason the tail is not removed, and I know why. I think I know why. Also, we need to make it so that the head waits on the first turn, because otherwise it moves on the 0th turn. Okay, like this. Okay, we need to make the body segments invulnerable. So let's go with imperative invulnerable. We don't need to flash the speech anymore. Appear can be here. Serpent. Actually, let's do it like this. Imperative. Like this, because I'm not sure if imperative does not affect the imperative command. I think it. I mean, if my script value does not affect the imperative command, I think it doesn't. But let's. What did I do? Let's be careful. Oh yeah, it should be like this. Okay. Okay, one more important thing to do. We need to reduce the serpent's length here. Okay, now I can explain to you what I have just done. So, in the code for generate serpent body, once I calculated the length of the serpent, I know for sure, for 100%, because the script executes without any interruption, that when we get to this point to generate serpent body, actually let me just change something in my recording settings. I'm not sure if I can do it in the middle of recording, and I hope it won't crash. No. Wait a second. Capture cursor. Yeah, now we can see my cursor. I wish I did it a couple of videos before. So yeah, once we get to this point, I know that the serpent body is still the same. So starting from my initial position of the position of the head initializer, I go step by step, going each for the next segment of the body. I create a new serpent body object there. I decrease the length of the serpent by 1, and then I go back and do the same thing until we use the whole serpent's length. And once this happens, actually we don't need generate serpent tail. Once this happens, after the head initializer moves, the body initializer will have their move, and they will just remove themselves. They will disappear and die silently. This allows our snake to have the initialized body to actually move, to actually be replaced with the initializers to be replaced by the actual body, and we can easily make our serpent longer without any problem, like this. It's kind of painful to code it this way, but sorry, no can do. Okay, so now what I want to change is I want to change the body initializer, head initializer to actually set a third variable. Let's call it temp O. So when we get next body piece position, we want to set it to temp O, to the value of the orientation at which the segment has to face to go along the length of the serpent's body towards the head. And so in case of, if we move north, so if our current tile we are evaluating is here, and the tile we are checking for is one above, then this new tile, this new body segment has to face south, because we always start from the head and go to the tail. So the newly evaluated body segment has to face towards the head, so it has to face south. So in this case, if our next body segment is above, we need to face south, and facing south is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's set temp O to 7. And here we will set it to 1. No, it's x plus 1, so it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. Alright. Then it's left, so it needs to be 3. And finally, it's... No, wait, I missed it. Then the south was in the middle. So this one has to face north, which is 1. And in this place we need to set MyScript W to temp O. And let's reset these variables just in case. MyScript Y and MyScript W. Okay. Almost. Yeah, it's kind of working. I kind of mixed the directions for the horizontal segments, so let's go back and fix it. It should be 5, and this one should be 3. Oops, no. Okay, so it works. I think as for the... crap. Well, that's something I'm afraid we can do nothing about. Yeah, this preventing the body from not making the body making it so the sword does not block the appearance of the sip is going to be problematic. Let's see what happens if we use Waba as the body, because Waba cannot be killed. No, it's the same problem. Crap. yeah, I'm afraid this is going to be one of the problems that cannot be solved, because even though the object is invulnerable, it still refuses to appear. We could give it ghost display, and it will appear, kinda, but then we can move on to it. Yeah. Let's see. No, I'm afraid there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. I don't think there's a function which allows us to... No, nothing. Sorry. So that's one case we cannot solve in DROD, in this version of DROD. There's nothing planned for 5.02 which would allow this to work correctly. So I'm afraid that this is going to be a problem until there's a way for script to make monsters appear at the position of a sword. Actually, we don't need the serpent tail. Alright, so this leaves us with mostly working serpent. Why can it be killed? Okay, I'm not setting the imperative to invulnerable anymore. Yeah. Well, actually, I think there is something I could do. I have an idea. Let's do it. Let's set the variable temp x to our current position, then temp y to our current position, then change our position, then go to appear at the top left corner. Okay. Then let's change the position to temp x and temp y. Okay, let's see what happens. This might work actually. No, it doesn't. Okay, there is a silly mistake somewhere here, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not. Appear at and change the position. Let's try again. Serpent body. Set temp x to my x, temp y to my y. Appear. Set my x to temp x and my y to temp y. And why doesn't it work? What if we go with appear? It doesn't work either. Interesting. So there must be something pretty obvious that I'm missing. Let me take a drink. Serpent length, okay. Invulnerable, okay. Change the position, okay. What happens if we do this? Okay, it works. As far as I know, appear is not a blocking command, so let's do a small test. My X, my Y, okay, and again. Yeah. 18.8, 18.8. Okay, so the newly created. Okay, I understand. So we need a different. We need to work around. We need to have two separate cases. If the current turn is 0. So yeah, the problem is that it works fine for the body segments that are created after the 0th turn when the serpent is moving, because they are not created above an existing object. But in case we go with, if we, during the initialization on the 0th turn, during the during the creation phase of the serpent, when we create the entities for the body, the initialized body objects are still there. So we can't change the position of an object to a position occupied already by something else. And I'm pretty sure it should work correctly for the sword, because sword is kind of less. Okay, it doesn't. Crap! So yeah, my idea was that I should be able to move the body segment from 0th position to the position of the sword, but apparently it's not possible. Let me just try it again. Oh yeah, it should be possible because I kinda screwed up the code and I suck and I'm the worst. Yes, I'm just kidding. It doesn't work. Why? Why are you not working? Appear at 0. So what's your problem again? Let's go with the debug speech one more time. My X by my Y. So yeah, at this point it's starting to get a little hacky. (18.7) so they do not appear. Can't Wabas appear at a wall? Let's see. It can certainly start as visible, but if we are invisible and we make it appear, it appears correctly. Okay, let's copy the script. Oh yeah, I didn't do the second part of the debug. Way to go, Skull. 18.8, 18.7, and it only is called once. Alright, let's copy this. Let's for now disappear. Remove the... Okay, so why does it work correctly for the pre-placed Waba, yet it doesn't work for the generated body? Oh yeah, that's because there is a Waba already in the corner. Stupid me. So let's make it like this. If it's turn 0, let's remove all of the debug. If it's turn 0, you should just appear. If it's not turn 0, you should use this fancy script. And it still doesn't work. And it's been already 25 minutes, yay. I thought I would be able to wrap it up in 3 videos. But I guess life has different plans for me. Okay. Is there anything in the corner? No. Okay. Serpent body, let's do the debug again. My X by my Y. Okay, okay, okay. Are you kidding me? So, is this always executing? Yep, apparently it's always turn 0. Okay. What about turn 1? Okay, I need to inverse the if because it waits until turn 0 or turn 1 and any turn after that. So if it's turn 1, it should use this script. We don't need debug anymore. But if it's turn like this, okay. So if it's turn 1 or after that, we need to do the fancy appearance, otherwise appear as usual. Yep. Now we have this weird movement artifact, so let's do one more thing, because if I remember correctly, I can work around it. No, we can't do it like this. Nope. So yeah, we either get this weird graphical glitch when the waba that appears in the corner tries to move into the position, into its correct position, or our body parts do not appear of the sort. So I will stick to this weird graphical effect, at least for now, until I can figure out a better solution. Yeah, that would be all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please give me a like, give me a comment if you have any questions, follow the official thread on Caravel forums, which you can find in the description of this video, and see you next time. Bye bye!